What's up? What's up? What's up? Top of the morning. Peace and power to my peoples. So, it is 5:10 in the morning. Been up since 4:30. And two things usually happen when I'm up this early. Either I'm cranky as fuck, don't say a word, still trying to wake up in straight sleep zombie mode, don't talk to me, don't know why I'm up so early, mad at the world. Or I wake up motivated and refreshed, reconnected, and in tune. And today, that's what seemed to happen. I woke up thinking. And what I was thinking is, and I'll tell you how I got there, I was pondering if black men don't have a rite of passage in this society. I'm gonna say created by ourselves, not created by anyone else. And that's what causes us to not feel like a man. It may seem simple and subtle, because I've always seen other cultures have these rites of passage and thought not too much of it. Or I've seen indigenous cultures, or if you go back to African cultures, and we hear about the rites of passage, where the young man may have to go on a journey or, face his fear. Sometimes there's a ritual involved with the elders, or maybe they have to get a circumcision, or they have to get a tattoo or branded, or they have to kill an animal. They have to do something to prove that they're ready for manhood, to take that next step into society, to take that next step into the community, in order to bring whatever masculine energy or, divine spirit of protection that the man has traditionally taken in his household and in his community. So I say all that to say, I'm gonna give you the background. So recently I experienced a few deaths in my family. Again, I say to the ancestors, my dad's father, Gaylord Buckhalter, rest in power, brother. Thank you for your life force, and thank you for me being here. One of the patriarchs of our family on my Franklin side, which is my dad's second father, my auntie's father, not Billy Wayne Franklin. Billy Wayne passed a year or two ago, but his brother, Uncle Lanny Franklin, I believe the third, he passed away 4 weeks ago. So we had his memorial services. And speak about a strong brother, man. When I say Franklin, he is it. When I think family, I think all of my family, but one shining example is the Franklins, because we go to their reunion, and I don't even mean their reunion, our reunion, but it is the Franklin reunion. And I'm a Buckhalter, but there's so many names under the Franklin umbrella and lineage, and they all are very tight to the Franklins. And if anybody had understanding of family, community, rituals, and passing on lineage, and making sure the men and the women know their roles and are taught properly, I know nobody's perfect, but from what I've seen, Franklin's got a good grasp on it. And I think that's why so many of us, whether it be by blood or a lot of people that I've met through over the years at the reunions and through Elroy, which is Lanny Franklin III, my Uncle Lanny who passed, his son who also has passed away probably 5 years ago, Lanny IV, one of my mentors. That's why I met so many cool brothers through these people, because so many people felt connected to their family. They call themselves Franklins, even if they're not connected in any way by marriage, blood, or anything. Simply because of the bond and the way these individuals move, they left a mark. When LA history is written and the greats that we lost recently, like Kobe and Nipsey, are mentioned locally, that's how people, I believe, will think of the Franklins. And I've heard. I remember my brother Lover, who passed away, who was instrumental in helping my little brother through some tough times when he was out in the streets. And I couldn't reach him because I'm not of the streets like that. But Lover man was. Lover could meet him on his level. And Lover was a Frank through and through. He'll tell you. It's Franklin. He was proud and he banged that. And he may have had some ills and some demons, but when he came around the Franklins, he straightened himself up. No doubts about it. And if he made a mistake, he was hurt. He would apologize to Miss Franklin and Mr. Franklin and everyone else involved, because he understood the power of that family. So I got a little off track, but you gotta pay respect where it's due. And the whole point of this video was a part of what I just talked about, so I had to touch on it. But back to where I got to my revelation. So who else passed away that I missed? Sorry, my wife's auntie, Tia Concha, who we got mad love for. That's my wife's dad's sister. I think they're the last two remaining from the 7 siblings. Her husband died, so we went to his funeral. So rest in peace to all those 3 people. Peace and power. Thank you for your services. Not like that, but we are all servants, especially to each other in the struggle. Family. Thank you for your love and your kindness and your life force. And rest well, you know. I almost said Cress Wells sing. Francis Cress Westling. Peace and power and light to you and all the ancestors. Thank you, Ashe. So, after the funerals, my mom hit me up and she's asking me about the will, because I'm gonna give you the quick version. I'm born on the same day as Gaylord Buckhalter, my grandfather, January the 8th. And my mom says, according to legend, Gaylord told her, if you hold this baby till my birthday, I'm gonna leave him my apartment. He owned an apartment building which my mom and I lived in till I was like 2 or 3 years old over in LA. Big pink apartment, we call it. He said that would be in my name if she had me on his birthday. Fast forward, she's brought it up a couple times over the years, and I told her to take it up with him. He didn't promise me, he promised you. Me and him didn't have the greatest of relationships. And the main reason why is because he had money and he felt the need to teach us that we ain't supposed to ask for shit. He would talk constantly about how Democrats are the reason why this country is bad. Democrats are always looking for a handout, food stamps, affirmative action, all this stuff. He was one of those black people that was like, and I get it, because I'm not on his level at all, but I've pulled back on my extreme black power, black resistance, pro-black everything. I'm still buying black. I'm still supporting my people. I still want to make our money circulate. I still believe in group economics. But us screaming and hollering every time a race issue is brought up, I think is a part of the plan. I think these liberals do take advantage of us, and I think we're waking up to these facts. It doesn't mean vote Republican, but it means be smarter in this process and stop giving your power away. And I've been said that over videos over time. So my point of view has changed over time, but it's nothing like his. He came from New Orleans. We got what you call Creole blood in us. I usually just say I'm black, but to really tell you the truth and to honor my factual historic lineage, My family on the Buckhalter side in New Orleans is Creole. I saw a picture recently of Gaylord's father, my great-grandfather, and you wouldn't know if he was black or white. He looked like he could have been one of the white sheriffs trying to chase down brothers. I'm sure he was not white, but he could have passed, is what I'm saying. And so I got that history, lineage in me. If y'all don't know, Creole is like a mixture of French, I believe German, and Native or black. So here I am, a goulash, a jambalaya, a mixture. But I'm black through and through, and I identify as black. My mama black, my daddy black, all my family is black. My wife is Mexican, and you know, of course, some people married other races, so we got other things in our family, but my family black. I'm black. You feel me? My kids are gonna be black and Mexican. It is what it is. But so with that in him, he was very hard. Like, I ain't gonna say he spanked me or he like called me names, but he pretty much made it known like his money was his money. He worked hard for it, and I need to get out here and work hard for mine. So that's the mode I've been on all my life. Never really asked him for anything. Never expected anything. So now that he passed, nothing has changed. That's how he raised me to be. Now my mother, on the other hand, she feels she's owed something. And of course, you know, a black mother gonna look out for her son or kids regardless. So she trying to get what she's owed. So she comes to me and says, I'm weird because I haven't asked my father or had a discussion with my sisters on how the will is gonna be executed or who's getting what or whatnot. So my rebuttal to her was, I hear you, mother, and I agree, but I've got a lot going on in my life right now. I'm raising 2 little boys. Like I just explained, I had 3 deaths and back to back to back. Kobe Bryant died too. I know that's not my family member, but that's a lot of death all at the same time. And I just wasn't thinking about a will at the moment. And since then, my father has forwarded her the will. I don't know if she asked for it. I don't know if he just did that on his own, but that's what I told her. There's a will. Whatever he wrote in the will, it is what it is. I don't need to inquire about it. My family ain't gonna do me dirty. And if the properties he owns goes to my sisters, that makes me happy. I'm a grown man, like he raised me to be. Not asking for no handouts. I'm trying to make my own way. Ain't nothing in this life that anybody could ever give me gonna make me happy. Never. I'm not gonna be happy until I make my own way. That's how y'all all raised me to be. Y'all all can't rest until I'm financially secure, independent, so you know when you leave this earth, I'm okay. So that's what I'm striving to do. And not only that, but I'm looking out for my lineage. I want my boys to see me as a boss, not as a worker. I want them to understand that this world is what you make it. And you gotta be a producer, not just a consumer. So I've been switching up my game. I've taken my name off that consumer list. You don't see me out here trying to keep up with nobody. I don't even celebrate holidays. Hope it don't hurt my wife's family and hers too much, but I'm not with it. I'm not with playing this American game, keeping up with everybody until I get in the game. I'm not even in the game. I'm on the sidelines, or I'm the 99% that's losing to the 1%. And I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with complaining. I'm not okay with marching. You know, I've done the knowledge. I respect the people that came before me. I think segregation was a mistake. We need to do for self. So that's where I'm at, trying to do for self. And I thought the people that loved me would appreciate that. I thought my grandfather would see that in me. But he's an owner of multiple properties and an entrepreneur. He never taught me anything about being an entrepreneur. So, entreprenegro. I know y'all laughing at my pronunciation. So, I say all that to say, I never felt respected as a man by my family until I had kids and a wife. And it lead me to think why we don't have any rite of passage for a man in our community. then we wonder why we chase these things, like trying to chase money, because we think money is going to validate us. A lot of men in our community feel validated by money. We chase women because we want to feel validated by the woman on our arm, you know? All these things. Some men go to jail in our community, you know? Or want to be womanizers, or, you know, players, Rolling Stone, I don't know, drug dealers, you know? Because there's no proper rite of passage. That might be one of the reasons why our community's men don't step up like probably the women would like them to. We hear it. Women are abused in this country. The black woman feels like she's the most abused and most taken advantage of in this country. What does that say for the black man? They basically saying, nigga, you ain't shit. We'd rather call the police or have a white man protect us because you ain't shit, nigga. You can't do nothing. And we don't feel like a man ourselves. Society tell us we ain't a man. They trying to emasculate us. They don't like us to be strong. Even my own family. When I come with a strong point of view, they don't like that shit. They feel offended. They feel disrespected. They like me when I'm passive. So I give them that. My mama don't want me to be combative. Fine, mama. I'm going to be what you want me to be. Because for your time on this earth, you deserve that. But for the rest of the world, I'm going to give them hell because fuck that. I'm coming for mine. I'm my own rite of passage. But I had to earn it. I'm 36 years old. I'm going to get that to my boys at a younger age. 16. We fucking up. We trying to keep up with these other cultures, man. We got to build our own. I'm out. This video went way longer than I thought. But I hope y'all learned something and got something out of it. I didn't really touch on what I wanted to touch on as much as I wanted to because I was giving you the backstory. But I hope anybody going through this, I don't care if it's one person, can feel what I'm talking about. And we need to start some new shit because we need a rite of passage into manhood and womanhood so we can know our roles in our community. Fuck society. Society teaching kids all kind of shit. We got to take back the narrative, take back our community, take back our children. It starts one by one. My kids is at home. They ain't getting no miseducation, hopefully, for as long as I can prevent it. All right? Let's do our part. I love y'all. Peace, love, and light. Bill, Ashe to the ancestors.